So today I will configure CISCO ASA 5505 firewall. It is most important part in Cisco CCNA learning, because the firewall is the most important device for secure a network protocol. So I will configure this device, and this is the simple topology for Cisco ASA firewall. So let's start. This is the simple topology. Here you can see some server like Facebook server, Google server, and there is the DNS server, and here is a router, and this is our Cisco firewall device, and this is the local user part. That means this is the server end and this part is the user end. So I will configure this Cisco firewall by clicking here. Directly you can configure it in this device CLI mode, or you can configure it by using a laptop by through a console cable. So I am configure it by through a console cable. So I am connecting with it console and my laptop RS232. This is now connected. Now I will configure it. So first of all, what I have to do, first of all I will configure this router, and I will assign here some IP address, like this is the first Ethernet 1/0 port and this is the first Ethernet 0/0 port. So I will assign IP address on both port. So I am going to router CLI mode, and I will configure address. So no, I will enable my router CLI, then config terminal. I will change my router host name ASA_ROUT router. Okay, I have changed my router host name. Now I will assign IP address. So interface fast Ethernet 0/0, no shutdown. Here you can see the port is up. Now I will assign IP address. The address is 192.168.10.1, 192.168.10.1, and the mask is 255.255.255.240. So exit. Now I will configure fast Ethernet 1/0. So interface fast Ethernet 1/0, no shutdown, and the port is up. Here you can see the port is up. Now I will assign IP address. The IP address is 10.10.10.1, and the mask 255.255.240. Enter, exit. Okay, my router configuration is finished. Now I will save this configuration by using this command copy running config startup config. You can also save this by using this WR, and that's your choice. So okay, fine. Now I will configure. Okay, I have already assigned IP address in my server for maintaining the video tutorial lengthy time. Facebook IP address assigned 10.3, and Google server IP address also be assigned, and here DNS server also be IP address assigned. Okay, so now I will configure Cisco ASA 5505 firewall. I am entering by my laptop. So terminal. So this part is finished. Terminal, and just OK. Here you can see I have entered in Cisco ASA 5505 model device, and this is the name. Enable. By default it has no password, just hit enter. If I change the host name, the host name, Okay, I have changed the host name. Now I will configure it. So first of all, I have to show you the default configuration of this device. So I will command show running config, and here you can see the default configuration, and I have to remove it. You can see interface VLAN 1, here IP address and DHCPT address all are set, but I have to clean it, just clean it, and I will reconfigure it in my way. Okay, so config terminal interface VLAN 1 no IP address, enter. This IP address already removed, and then I will remove this DHCPT address block. So no DHCPT address, just copy it and paste here and hit enter. Now exit. Now I will show you that show running config. Here you can see no configuration is exist here, all are removed by me. So I will reconfigure it manually in my way. Okay, so config terminal. Okay, first of all I have to say you that here you can see two parts. One part is outside and one part is inside. So how you will decide which part is outside and which part is inside? Okay, generally in the easiest way to realize it, to understand it, this is my technique. Your local part, that means your end user end, is means inside. I am again saying you, your user end side, that means your client end side, means your inside, and the global side, that means internet side, is outside. Okay, client end side means inside and the global side means outside. So I will configure it. Okay, I have assigned two VLAN, interface VLAN 1 and interface VLAN 2. I will configure interface VLAN 1 for inside, and I will configure interface VLAN 2 for outside. Okay, so interface VLAN 1, I will select it inside, name if inside. Inside means this part. Okay, the security level is the most important thing and the major issue. So security means security level inside. Inside security level always 100. Outside security level always 0. You mean inside security level, that means this part security level always be 100, must be 100, and outside security level, that means these are 0. So for inside I will assign security level 100, and here I will assign an IP address for interface VLAN 1. IP address, what IP address I will assign here? This block 172.168.10.1, and the mask is 255.255.255.240. Exit. Okay, my interface VLAN 1 has been configured. Now I will configure interface VLAN 2. Interface, every steps is so important, please see this video carefully. Interface VLAN 2, and I will select the outside part, name if outside security level, outside security level 0, and here IP address. IP address is this part, is this is IP address. This is IP address. So 10.1 is for my router, I have already assigned here. You can see you can see 10.1 I have already in router port, so I have to assign here 10.2 192.168.10.2 and mask is 240. Exit. Now I will show you the command. Okay, you can see interface VLAN 1 IP address assigned and security level also assigned. Interface VLAN 2 both are configured. Now I will assign port on those VLAN. That means I will assign this port address. This port is Ethernet 0/1. This port address is Ethernet 0/1, Ethernet 0/1, and this is Ethernet 0/0, Ethernet 0/0. This port is Ethernet 0/0 and this port is Ethernet 0/1. I will assign Ethernet 0/1 in VLAN 1 and I will assign Ethernet 0/0 in VLAN 2. It will work under VLAN 1 Ethernet 0/1 and it will work under VLAN 2 Ethernet 0/0. So let's configure it. Interface Ethernet 0/1 switch port access VLAN 1. Exit. Then interface Ethernet 0/0 switch port access VLAN 2. Exit. I have assigned the port in those VLAN. Now I will configure a default route. I will configure a default route, which means which represent the outside devices. It will help connect with internet. Outside route. Here you can see two options: inside, outside. Basically I will configure it for accessing internet from inside to outside. From here I want to connect in this server, and that's why I have to select outside. And default IP address you know already, 0.0.0, and mask always 0.0. And what is the gateway? Last gateway. The last gateway is this address. A traffic generate from here and it will go by using this address, and this router port address I will assign here, 192.168.0.10.1. okay, enter. My default route has been assigned. Now what I have to do, now I will configure DHCPD address. DHCPD address, which block will be here? I will collect IP address from this block, because this block is distributing IP address in inside part. So I will use this block for my DHCPD address. Okay. 10.1 is using for this gateway. Now I will assign 10.2. okay, 172.16.10.2 from this IP block will be from 172.16.10.2 hyphen to 172.16.10.8. that means here I have I take only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, only 7 IP. That means 7 device will be connect here, cause my CIDR is 28. This is the short IP block, only 14 device will be connect in this block, and that's why I have I take this short block of IP address from 2 and last IP address is 8. Okay, and this block will be apply which part, inside part or outside part? Must be inside part. Okay, so I will write down here inside, then hit enter. Okay, now I will assign the DNS server in my DHCPD address block. My DNS server is this DHCPD DNS 10.10.10.5 and interface inside, cause I am working this topology for inside, so that's why this will be inside. Okay, DNS. Then now I will enable this DHCP server, DHCPD enable inside, hit enter. Okay, now I will check it. I will try to collect IP address from this DHCPD block. I am going to my PC and IP configuration, and here I will select DHCP. Okay, I have got IP address 172.168.10.2 and DNS 10.5. Okay, fine. And here I also select DHCP and the IP block is 10.3. Okay, fine. If I send a traffic from user 1 to Facebook server, will I access this server now? No, I can't access this server now, because I don't finish my configuration still. If I check user 1, now I'll check ping the Facebook server IP address 3 10.10.10.3. No response. So I have to finish my configuration. I am again entering my device, CISCO ASA device. I will create object network. Object network. Here I am assigning a name, ASA 5505. I am assigning a name. This is my object network name. Then hit enter, and I will assign a subnet. So in this subnet, which IP address you will be used? Must be this IP address. This part IP address you will be used here. Subnet 172.168.10.1. You have to enter here the network address, that means 0. Subnet mask, hit enter. Okay, now I will configure. I have configure object network name, then I configure subnet, and now I will configure net inside, outside, must be dynamic interface. Hit enter. Net first bracket inside comma outside first bracket finish dynamic interface. My net is configured. Then I will enter, exit. Again config global configuration mode. Now I will configure access list. Access list. What is the access list name? Anything you want, ASA. Then extended, then must be permit, then TCP. We are all about know about TCP, then any, and then hit enter. Again access list, you have to enter the same name, enter here, ASA extended permit. Now I will select ICMP, not TCP. One for is TCP and one for is ICMP. Any. Okay, hit enter, exit. Okay, my configuration is finished. Now I will go to my router. Here you can see the way. Now I will go to my router and I will create a OSPF here. Router OSPF1 network. I will assign this IP address and this IP address 10.10.10. not 1 0 cause network address 255.255.255.240 and the area is 0, and again 192.168.0.10. not 1, it's 0, and the both are same in area 0. Hit enter, exit. I will go to my PC. Sorry, I have assigned here subnet mask, but here the subnet mask will not be assigned. Here will be assigned the wildcard bit. So no router, I am removing it OSPF1, then router OSPF, again configuring it network 10.10.10.0, and the wildcard bit 50 area 0, and the another one 192.168.10.0 and the wildcard bit 15 area 0. This is the OSPF configuration. If I check now, no response from Windows Facebook server. So here you can see no response. Now I have to configure last configuration. Terminal. Okay, this is the last configuration. This is my ASA device, and here is my PC. Just see these changes. I have created access list here. Now I have to create access group. Access group ASA in interface outside. When I will enter here, and here the PC will be response. See, that means now I can access Facebook server and anything you want. That means my host is connected with internet. Now my host is connected with internet. I can use Google server. You can see, okay, I am seeing you web browser 10.10.10. The Google server IP address is 4. So if I 4, see, I am seeing the website. So thank you very much, and that's the tutorial. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel, and if you have any question, comment in my video. I will respond as soon as possible.